And days after Israeli forces recovered the bodies of 6 hostages in Gaza, grief and anger are erupting in the region and also here at home.
President Biden says his administration is close to proposing a final ceasefire and hostage deal and says Israel's prime minister needs to do more. NBC's Bree Jackson joins us now live from Washington. Good morning, Bree.
Good morning, Dave, Danita. So White House officials say it's long past time for a ceasefire deal in Gaza. President Biden says he does not think that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has done enough to secure a hostage deal between Israel and Hamas. Frustration following the discovery of 6 hostages found dead in Gaza, including an Israeli-American who was laid to rest Monday.
It's terrible and it's tragic, and we learned from Israel that he was killed on the Shabbat.
Demonstrators taking to the streets, urging the prime minister to accept a deal to bring the remaining hostages home alive. A defiant Benjamin Netanyahu pushing back against the pressure.
They murdered 6 of our hostages in cold blood. So after this horrific murder, I don't believe that anyone serious could actually say, now you need to make more concessions.
President Biden telling reporters Netanyahu is not doing enough to reach a deal, while adding that his administration is close to presenting a final proposal this week.
We're in the middle of the negotiations.
The president, Vice President Harris, and White House officials meeting in the Situation Room to discuss the next steps in negotiation efforts. Families are holding out hope that their loved ones return home soon.
I think the White House understands the urgency. I think they've been acting all along with conviction, trying to push the parties in the area to reach an agreement.
The thought that he's alive and that he's waiting for us to rescue him, that's what keeps me hope.
President Biden promising families of hostages that he's not giving up. And 2 people briefed on discussions tell NBC News that President Biden may offer a final take-it-or-leave-it deal to Israel and Hamas as soon as this week in hopes of reaching a ceasefire agreement. Dave.
Bree, Netanyahu has been defiant, but there are now signs of cracks in his government. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's true. So the prime minister insists that Israel be in control of the Egypt-Gaza border. Now that's been a sticking point in negotiation, and now Israel's defense minister says it's time to concede that point to save the hostages.
All right, Bree Jackson live in D.C. Thank you.